Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. Some big news for the upcoming crafting event, and this is some of the least expected news I think that I could say that I've ever seen in War Thunder. But of course, being that this is the anniversary year for War Thunder, the 10-year anniversary, why not? We are getting in this newest crafting event for the bottom level reward for aircraft, we are getting the Po-2M. That's right, the Po-2M. So this is a slightly different variant of the Po-2 than what we actually had in game previously. So if you guys didn't know, the Po-2 is a biplane that was in War Thunder right before the start of the open beta test. So this is one of the original planes in War Thunder, and very few people actually have it, but they've kind of given it away annually during the Halloween events, but that's really about it. So very few people actually have the Po-2. So this is not technically the Po-2 of War Thunder fame, but really a new variant coming to War Thunder. Again, the Po-2M. The big difference here is that this is a float plane, whereas the Po-2 is not. And this also has incendiary ordnance. Now, I'm not sure if they've added incendiary ordnance retroactively to the regular Po-2, but this one actually does have incendiary bombs at rank 1, which is crazy. So if you guys didn't know, actually, the Po-2, despite the fact that it is ridiculously slow, actually is quite decent as a bomber. If I'm not mistaken, I could take out 1 or 2 bases when I actually test drove this about a year ago, and I do have gameplay for it. Bear in mind, it's some kind of relatively old style gameplay for me, so it's not the best, but it does show more or less kind of how capable or incapable this aircraft is, and it is extremely slow. Again, only about 130 kilometer per hour top speed, and it has no forward mounted armaments. You only have a single defensive turret on the back of it. This pretty much flies like a World War I plane, but it is extremely maneuverable, and if you saw at the end of that gameplay, I have ridiculous amounts of fun in Air Arcade because, of course, there are just tons of enemies to shoot at, and using that defensive gunner is ridiculously fun. But that being said, this is a very interesting sort of thing that we are getting for War Thunder. I like how they are not bringing back the original Po-2 so as to kind of keep its sanctity intact, so to speak, but rather Gaijin is bringing into War Thunder a new variant of the plane. This is some of the least expected news that I've ever seen in War Thunder. It is extremely interesting, and like I said, believe it or not, this is actually going to be a quite effective plane as a close air support and bombing plane, so long as you can actually get it to the battlefield. And trust me guys, it is not going to be easy to get to the battlefield, especially for the fact that you will have to dive down to the battlefield eventually, which is in itself not an easy task because you will go too fast very often and you will break your wings. So this is a very interesting aircraft, and I love that they're bringing that into the next crafting event, which is coincidentally called Project Overpowered, which isn't really a coincidence because the Po-2 was for a very long time and still is called the 2OP. So that said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is some pretty funny news. I think that it is a fun way for Gaijin to add a very low level reward to the newest crafting update because, of course, who doesn't love the 2OP? This is just a really cool thing for Gaijin, and one of the cooler things I've seen personally that they've done in the last few years. So really cool for Gaijin, and big ups for them, so to speak. So either way, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please, of course, like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the dealio, but either way, I will see you all on the other side, and hopefully stop saying either way so damn much. Take care, everyone.